Liquid penetrant testing is the one of the fundamental technique which is used by industry because it has the several advantage of using this technique. This technique is the easiest technique, easiest to perform, easiest this technique, and this technique is very cheapest compared to radiographic item, which cost will be goes rise up while inspecting the surface defect. And then before applying this liquid penetrant testing, we have to assure some parameters, liquid properties of the parameters. Liquid has some follow the principles to detect the surface defect. Liquid has a good wetting ability on the and flowing ability to detect the surface defect. Liquid has liquid has surface tension and good capillarity action. So what is the surface tension is a similar kind of molecules particles is called surface tension, and capillarity is rise up or depression of the liquid particle. And uh, liquid viscosity liquid viscosity. And then we'll talk about the viscosity affect the liquid flowability. The high viscosity fluid is unsuitable for liquid penetrant because it takes a longer time to find out the liquid find out the defect, because narrow cavity get into the narrow cavities, it takes a longer time. Then will question will rise up, which type of material has do you have which type of material property has to applying the liquid penetrant testing is applying on non-porous material. So what is the porous and non-porous? If you take an example of steel slab, if we pouring out the water into the steel slab, then we'll see that water is not allowed to get into the steel slab. That is mean steel is that is mean steel is non-porous material. So those material who's unable to hold water, air and other liquid content, that type material and non-porous. And those material whose ability to uh, hold water, air and liquid particle, uh, porous material. Like take an example of clay of matka. If you fill into the water on the water into the clay pot, then we'll see that after 2 days some water is to be absorbed by the clay. That is mean clay is the porous material. So then that is mean liquid penetrant testing is not applied the porous material. Liquid penetrance apply only the uh, non-porous material. And liquid penetrant testing is also not apply on painted part unless paint is removed. Because if you apply on the painted part, then cannot be allowed to get into the cavity, because liquid penetrant testing is only we can only apply which are open to the need to be open to the surface. That is mean. And liquid penetrant testing has a good sensitivity, approx 0.0 inch depth. So what is the sensitivity is the is sensitivity. If we apply any method, then can detect the is smallest defect, is the smallest defect. That is called this technique has the good good sensitivity, the sense the smallest defect. And liquid penetrant testing is only is cannot be applicable for volumetric. To find out the volumetric is only 2D phenomena is a planar defect, unlike radiography or UTRT method, which is used to internal, which is find out the internal defect. If we uh, if we uh, up, uh, if we apply liquid penetrant testing mm, on non-porous, if we apply on porous material, then we'll see that, then we'll get confused, right in then will confused correct and incorrect indication, and then will not find out the then will not find out the relevant indication or irrelevant indication. So liquid penetrance testing was only apply non-porous material, to find out, or this technique is used because it has the smallest cost. And before applying the, we can also talk about which type of material properties do you follow by principal properties. Liquid has good wet of surface over the slab and good flowing ability, to find out the smallest which are open to the surface, the smallest defect, and good flowing ability and less viscosity. Because if we take a high viscous fluid, then they are not allowed to unsuitable for the finding out the, when take longer time and unsuitable for the find out the smallest cavities, nor and get into the narrow space. So liquid penetrance testing is is very simplest, and this technique is a method, taking a visual inspection. Taking a visual inspection, this takes a small time to uh, uh, find out the defect, or